Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Connie with Parade Paper Crafts, coming on today to share with you another Easter layout. This has files from Treasure Box Designs, which is the Easter wagon, the grass, the eggs down here, and then the title are from Cuddly Cute Designs. It's the egg hunt. I think it's egg hunt title. I think it's retired. The photo mats are from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. The darker grass is also from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. I'll give you approximate measurement sizes. I didn't take them down. I apologize. Sorry, my voice is going again. I'm sorry, so sorry. Anyway, the border was gifted to me from Lisa. Hi Lisa, if you're watching, thank you. The paper also was pretty much all from Lisa. Last year I'd gotten an awesome box from her and it had some spring and Easter paper. It's all from Echo Park. I believe it's still available. Before I start, I just want to thank all of my subscribers for your awesome support and your comments. It means a lot. I greatly appreciate it. And I also want to let you know I've had some questions about maybe trying to film my process from when from the very beginning of starting a layout. You know, how I design it on the computer, everything. So I'm going to see what I can do about that. This page took me over 3 days to process, not including the paper piecing. I keep looking at it thinking, oh, I got to do this. I don't like that. I changed the background paper. It's been a challenge. So anyway, I will see what I can do about that. And also I'll be having a paper piecing video in the next few days. And I'll be doing it from just the blank cut pieces, showing the inking, and was requested to know the tools I use. So I'll be doing that also for some of my new subscribers. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, excuse me, I'm sorry. I will put these off because I'm going to do my border pieces first. So I kind of know where I'm at. Get all of this out of here. Yeah, I'm not sure why it takes me so long to design a layout. I started in Design Space and then I put it, on my board and I go from there. I keep looking at it thinking, well, I should do this and that. And just to give you an idea, this was my original background idea. It's okay, but it's a little too busy for what I wanted and it just didn't quite go with all my colors. So I don't know why I didn't look at the back side right away. I didn't, but that is me. But anyway, this is going to be on a 12 by 12 sheet. I'm not backing it on anything, just because, like I said, my scrapbooks get kind of heavy. I've got some foam tape on this, and when I'm putting them individual sheets for myself, I don't always, put them on. So this is a border strip. I don't have them out. It's just packages. Yes, I do. It's from DCWV. My sister gave it to me, these older border punch strips. And I just cut one in half. I do ink my edges. Putting this way up to the top of my 12 by 12 piece. This is the top. Oh, my glue is at the end and it's just making a mess. So excuse me one moment. I'm sorry. Get a new glue bottle out. Anyway, yeah, this is my top piece. Need to turn it around again. Gonna figure out where I'm at. I'm going to glue these two together so I can get them centered. I want to move this space out of the way. moment. This pink piece was cut from cardstock. It's 12 by 2 wide. This is from the paper collection. It is 1 3/4 by 12. Excuse me. My voice, I worked this morning and it was not quite this bad. Don't know what happened. I've been struggling with yeah, my lungs again and stuff, so I think a lot of it's allergies. But yeah, you know, I'm gonna try to center this, and try is usually the case. When I have a border strip like this, I don't use my T-ruler. It's just too narrow for me to, and I don't have the 1/8 inch grid on here, so it would not work. And I could use my green mat underneath, but that's a mess. Okay, now I have had, or not, another blue piece. I have lost so much stuff lately. I don't know. Here it is. I just don't know what's going on. Time to get organized. This is the other half of that top piece. And I also want it just maybe 1/4 of an inch. So I like to put just a little bead of glue on the bottom here. And either, let's see, yeah, either side. I inked both sides of this. I normally do, because then like now when I put them together a couple days later, I don't have to guess what side I inked. So, kind of eyeball this approximately where I want it. Get a bone folder out here. I like to do use my bone folder because, I don't know, sometimes I don't, my hands don't get things pressed down, and then a few days later I come back and look and here it is. My stuff isn't together yet. Okay, this also is from the paper, the designer paper. It's 1 inch wide by 12 inches. I want a very, very narrow strip, so I'm just going to put glue along a little bit along the top. I don't need it on the blue piece. I'm going to attempt to get it going the right direction, because most of the eggs look like they're going in one direction, so sometimes that's not the case. Excuse me. So again, I'm just leaving a very narrow border, approximately 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. So I'm curious how long it takes everyone to put together a scrapbook layout. When I say 3 days on this one, I didn't work on it full time for 3 days. Please don't mistake me there. A little bit off here, I see. I have one more Easter layout that I will be doing with the free egg house file from Cadoodlebug Designs, and also the it was a recent Easter 2020 border from Treasure Box Designs. So if anyone is interested, I thought I'd share that with you. Before I put this border on, I have this white strip, and I'm going to do this because I know I'm going to have glue everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to put glue on the back of this piece, the bottom, and then I will lay it down, and then I'll pick up the glue in a moment. And I only want just a small piece to show. You don't have to put this border piece on, but it just helps to break up the color a little bit. I gotta get my eraser. I can't handle this glue. Sorry if I'm bumping the camera. I don't just now I forget. Yeah, that's way crooked. I am using Beacon 3-in-1 glue. I will tell you, I love Beacon, don't get me wrong, but when it gets to the end of the bottle, it tends to ooze out and I get really upset with it. But yet I like the other features, so I just put up with it. Okay, again, this is the top piece. It's going to go on like this, but to be able to put it together, I need to work this way. I'll put it back, and I'm sorry if you can't see everything in frame. I'm going to try to get a work on it, do videos on a different table from now on. I'm just putting glue on my piece here. This table just is not quite, say, big enough, so I apologize, but do what we can. Again, at this top piece, I'm leaving only about 1/4 of an inch. And now, this white piece, normally I might come back and glue it down, but it'll stay on good enough. I'm fine with that. So I want to move this out of the way again because I'm going to work on my bottom border piece and I don't want glue everywhere. But I'm going to bring back in my little white piece. So I have this piece cut at 12 inches wide and it's about 2 1/4 inches high. I have my grass pieces. I hate cutting 12 by 12 pieces on a long mat because they're just a pain the way everything is set up for me. I cut these in half. So I just like do 2 6-inch pieces and they're about 1/4 of an inch tall. And again, I'm going to put glue at the bottom. And then I will put glue at the top of the other piece. And these two overlap just a little bit. One got just a little bit longer, like about 6 1/8 inches long, so, or wide, I guess, whatever you want to say. It's not going to stay with me here today. And I want the grass, the blades to be pretty much right at the top. I don't want any of the bottom piece, but I did put that on more just for gluing. And I had this designed a little bit different in Design Space, and I just changed it up a little bit. So and my colored cardstock that you see here is basically all just from my stash. I use American Crafts sometimes. I like their paper. I've used Close to My Heart. I like, let's see, what is it? It's from Michaels. Is that the Paper Studio, I believe? Or is it Recollections? I don't know. You get the ombre paper packs. I like that. I just use a little bit of everything. Whatever I've had in my stash, that's what I use. So here's my bottom border. And that I can put on it is, and I'm not gluing all those little blades of grass. Oh my goodness. I might be crazy, but I'm not that out there yet. Let me stay home much longer, I might be. I hope everyone is doing well, having to, I'm sure a lot of you stay home and working from home. Hit me the other night, my mother always, or my sister have Easter, but my mom does the eggs, she dyes them. And this will be the first year in I don't know how many years she hasn't dyed Easter eggs, and she's having a struggle. I'm sure a lot of people are. All right. Get that down good. And then I put, well, pretty much to the bottom. Again, I can't get things straight today either. That's crazy. Just was that kind of day all morning. And some of these colors almost seem as if they clash, and yet it's probably hard to tell, but I like the colors together. So maybe I'm the one that's colorblind, not sure. But I do enjoy mixing and matching colors. My title popped up on foam tape. It comes the white for the egg and the hunt. Those are two separate pieces. So I'm going to give you that piece separate here. It's about 7 inches wide, the way I have it spaced. And I've got about 3/8 of an inch between the two words. My grass, I thought I cut it about 9 inches, and it's about, whoops, the highest point, I'm going to say about 3/4 of an inch. So I want to use, oh goodness, here it is, my art glitter glue, just because it's easier to get on these little tips. The eggs come with this title. You could use any title any way you wanted, just the way I'm trying to use some of my SVG files that I've probably had forever, and yeah, haven't used, or maybe used once. I haven't even ever counted how many SVG files I have. I think I'd be embarrassed. I'm going to turn this around so I can work upside down better. I want it centered somewhat on the yellow piece, so we've got to go about, so it was 9, so I'm just kind of centering between side to side, and then in the yellow part in the middle. So pretty close there. Okay, and just want to make sure it stays down. I don't know if I've told you before, Easter with our family was always a big thing, because Christmas is, but you know, it's so cold and snowy sometimes, it's always, and it's so rushed. Easter, we have pretty much the whole day, and we just have a blast. It's a lot of fun. Okay, now I have my Easter wagon. I'll give you several dimensions here. So all total put together, it's about 6 inches wide. Sorry, stop and think. And about 4 3/4 high. I think I cut this pretty much the size it came in. I'm not sure. The little egg card is about 3 inches, and then this one is about 3 inches. So that is not popped up, because that is going to go on like this. I can't put that on yet. I got ahead of myself. Sorry. Forget I have to put my photo mats on. I need my tea roller. Now this I want to share with you. This is Photo Mat 1 from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. going to give you the pink measurements, and then I let the computer do the rest except one thing, well, two things exactly, but let's say 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I want to stop and say a huge thank you to Jan from Handmade by Jan. I think I got that right. I'm going to try to link her YouTube channel. I saw these photo mats on a layout or layouts she's done, and I just loved them. Cricut Design Space doesn't have any ability to do any offset shadowing or anything, so then I saw this, and she mentioned she got them from Little Scraps of Heaven Design, so want to thank her for that. And guys, go and watch her videos if you haven't subscribed. She has some wonderful layouts. If you like layout videos, she does a wonderful job. And so thank you, Jen. I'm gonna go ahead and show you this mat. I just cut myself the inside piece here that's going to go on. Actually, this striped piece would be a little bit further in, so you'd have a little bit less you'd see on the photo. I wanted to have a little bit of edge around the photo I'm putting in and make it a little bigger, so I just hid contour, did a new shape in there, and made my own inside piece, so it's a little larger. And I'm only going to put glue on 3 sides. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the photo, it's going to end up going behind, or what I'm going to do. So at this point, I'm only doing, like I said, 3 sides of glue. And then if I choose just to lay the photo in there, and I'll explain in a moment here. Gotta get this on before my glue sets and dries, because this stuff dries so quickly. And get it. Now, yeah, okay. One I did of these, used this photo mat. I had it, the dimensions, they weren't quite square, so I had to come back and make sure I get this on right. But I may choose to put the photo in here and just insert it like this, and then I can just glue the top piece down, or I might just lay it, you know, in here, at which point I'll just glue this top piece down. So leaving it open right now to what I wish to do. And I'm going to do this other one quick. Again, I'm just going to glue the 3 sides. More than likely, I'll just cut the photo and then just place it right on the gingham mat, but you never know. I don't ever do what I originally planned. In fact, I've got to put a notepad on my nightstand by my bed, because I don't sleep very well at night, and I lay awake and think about all these things, and then I get up and watch a video or something. I'll have to quit that too. But I forget to the next morning what was I thinking about, what was I going to make, or how I was going to do something. So I really need to either get that some paper by my bed so I can make a lot of notes, or quit watching videos and try to sleep. But yeah, what fun is that? Okay, now I knew this duck would go over part of the photo mat. I'm fine with that. I just was kind of laying that on to know where I want these photo mats. So I want them pretty much right below my my border there. So get this out of the way and put this here so I know about where I want them. I can get them fairly straight. This T ruler was gifted to me by Kim Ferguson. I love it. I use it for cards. I use it for my scrapbook layouts. Quite often it's hauled out. It's just over on the corner of my desk in a basket, but I do use it a lot. So thank you. I'm just looking, I'm backwards here. So I'm about 1.5 centimeters in. I'm just looking here. And about at the top. Just trying to get this as straight as possible. And make sure I get that, the open piece at the top. And you know I would get that wrong too. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to start working on some fall and Christmas projects also. Give me just a moment here. 1.5 is about here. It seems a little bit further over. It's just, I'm just kind of looking here. I'm going to get this. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to start working on some Christmas projects also, just because last year with everything was, I planned on getting a lot more done and didn't. And starting out this year with things, I just want to keep ahead. So you see some of those and wonder what's wrong with me, you know. I'm just working ahead. All right. I don't know if you can see this now. So this is about, what did I say? 6, those centimeters get in my way, 6 inches. So what I'm doing is I'm using my grid, putting it between 3 and 9 inches. I have to bring my grass in because I did put foam tape on there and I want to make sure I get, I want to put it up just a hair. So this, since it's not on foam tape, I'm just going to use my beacon glue. If you ever see pencil marks, I don't know if you can see that on the back of this blue piece, this first cart piece. I do that when I take things off the mat, when I'm paper piecing. I don't always ink my edges and stuff right away. So I do that so I know which side is right, or up, you know, supposed to be the right side and the back side. And it has helped a lot. If it's textured paper, obviously I don't worry about it, but yeah, I have had to rely on that quite often. So, all right. And then I put glue up here. Go figure. Don't talk and try to do things. I'm just gonna, again, I apologize if I'm bumping the camera or the tripod. I have another spot to work, and okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of beacon on here just to give it some extra gripping power. All right. Go back to this and get it centered up where we want it. There. I see other people do that, and they always seem to remember to leave that corner, you know, that piece open, but not me. So we're good. Plenty of space, but I think this little cheek, oh, I guess it's glued down. I'm gonna make sure. And I have some eggs here. Trying to get that between the two centers here. I have some eggs cut. I cut them the same size as the eggs from the top. And I just want to put them on. And I'm going to put those down first since I have the glue on, or the grass kind of where I want it. These are just flat, nothing on the backs. I didn't have those down the other day. Didn't have any eggs in my grass, and then I was reading the title again. I thought, well, that's really stupid. They're on an egg hunt. Those are jelly beans. You could put eggs in there, but yeah, they need some eggs to be sticking out of the grass that that little duck can be hunting for. So, you know, couldn't use the Easter 2020 layout title because there will be no egg hunt this year, so we'll use this for previous years. Not a problem. Got plenty of pictures to scrapbook. And I have to say thank you to Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. I won the March challenge, so I got to choose 4 new files for free. So if you happen to be on their fan page, be sure you watch for all of the challenges. It's a great way to show your work and the chance to win files. And it's fun to see what other people are doing, you know? It's really nice. So be sure you check that out. There's one going on for April, and there's a sketch challenge. You can use any files from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. You just follow the sketch that's there. So be sure to check that out if you're on Facebook. All right, everybody. I'm going to see if I can get this all in camera fairly much for you. But that is the layout I did. I want to thank you all for joining me. And like I said, I'll be back soon with a paper piecing video. And I'm not going to do the computer part of it. I just resized it the size I want because it's going to go on the layout, like I said. But I'll show you the inking I do and what I use and everything. So otherwise, thank you all for joining me. Have a great day and Happy Easter, everybody.